This is a Hot Pie Media original.
Don't know whatever happened. It's a documentary by itself. That guy that started years ago I can't believe I'm saying this, but there's this weird parallel. He did Girls Gone Wild. I'm going to say it's Owners Gone Wild. It's the old white dude version of Girls Gone Wild, NFL owner style. You know who's having a bad 2022? He was having a really shockingly bad 2022, and I don't mean to laugh. That would be Gerald Jones. Gerald Jones is having a really, really bad 2022. The last few months of ownership in the NFL is pretty awful. It is. And seemingly getting worse. His team loses, Gerald Jones. His team loses in round one of the playoffs at home. He then is faced with trying to explain in a miserable attempt, a laughable throw up on your shoes kind of effort. He tries to explain away why it is he retained an employee who allegedly is filming the cheerleaders and allegedly his daughter. So he's left explaining that. Then he's left, and he did not do a good job. It didn't go well. His head cracked on screen. His forehead that has so much Botox in it, it's amazing it doesn't explode. It almost exploded. So he then explains away why he paid the cheerleaders to not talk about them outing the guy for videoing them. There's that. That's a pretty bad start to 2022. Uh-oh. There's Hi Dad. Hi Dad, Jerry. Ouch. I mean, I follow the NFL, the football part of the NFL closely, and it's actually been a story that Jerry, in his own way, typically has a news conference at the NFL Combine. The NFL Combine is a meeting of NFL executives, a meeting of all coaches. It's like the meat market of talent for NFL players. The top 300 players show up, do physicals, work out, meet with. It's like the biggest NFL job fair you can think of. Got it? Jerry Jones usually does what he does, his typical style. He holds a news conference there. And everyone comes because it's Jerry and it's probably going to be dumb. He didn't do it. He had a medical issue. And I thought, okay, well, he's 100 years old. He's probably got a medical issue. No. I think it might have been, Hi, Dad, I'm yours. I think that's what it might have been, because Jerry not showing up, Jerry not talking means there's a problem. And there is. Meet his daughter. I'm going to qualify this. It's a weird time to defend him, but hang on a second. Having an absent father is worth what financially? Come on. I mean, there's part of this that I'm finding the story is pathetic and I feel sorry for her, but just because your dad sucks, went away, never acknowledged you, pretended you don't exist, is that really worth compensation? Mom already got paid. Allegedly. Okay, just to show you how bad this man's year is getting, a 25-year-old woman is suing Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, according to ESPN.com, alleging that the billionaire paid her mother hundreds of thousands of dollars to conceal that he was the girl's biological father, which by itself is pretty creepy, I know. Ugh. At the age of 1, the girl was bound to secrecy by a confidentiality agreement signed by her mother, according to her lawsuit. Jones denied in settlement documents that he was the biological father of the child, but he did pay the woman $375,000 in exchange for confidentiality. I'm not the dad. I got nothing here, but I'm going to give you a lot of money. Okay. And had an Arkansas friend. Oh, all right. You knew this would get hickish, didn't you? Right? You knew like there'd be some Deliverance playing. John McClellan is the co-founder and creator of ATX Hot Sauce, now in all 50 states and several retail outlets as well. So what we're going to do today is we're going to let this social media rock star chef walk us through 4 different sauces, and then I'll taste, and we'll tell everyone why they should buy. You can give the science behind these, and then I'll make the simple recommendation. Go to atxhotsauce.com. All right,
I don't think anybody's heard the website.
Yeah, I know.
By you, Jeff,
I've never heard that.
It is atxhotsauce.com.
I'll say
I got that one right.
45 times, atxhotsauce.com. So let's do it.
I brought 4 flavors here, and we're going to test your palate today.
Okay.
And I only brought 4 because I didn't think you could handle 5 or 6.
Yes,
probably a smart move. Yeah. And so the first one we're going to try here, it's called Beet Heat. And just like the name implies, it has beets in it. It's made with red Fresno peppers. Red Fresnos are red peppers that are they're hotter than a jalapeno and a little bit less than a serrano. So not super hot here, just a lot of good, really good flavor. So we're going to start with this one, and then we're going to move up the chain.
Okay. I've had the Beet Heat, but okay.
Yeah, we're going to try it though.
It goes well with a cab. All right, Jeff's savoring Beet Heat.
I'll even do it with you, so that should be all right. Now remember, it is hot sauce.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's hot sauce. Trust me, man.
Wait, is that one hot to you?
No, a little.
Yeah. The great thing with the fermentation process is you get a bunch of the flavor right up front.
Yeah.
And then the heat comes, but then it dissipates pretty quickly, especially with the red Fresnos. You know, this is not a very spicy one, but it is a very tasty one. Goes on great on sandwiches.
Beet Heat.
Beet Heat. B-E-E-T. Heat.
All right. Go to atxhotsauce.com.
That's right.
He had an Arkansas friend and lawyer named Donald Jack set up 2 trusts for the girl linked to her and her mother. A Texas judge ordered the case sealed this week after a motion filed by Jerry Jones's lawyer. It's going to go away, okay? But just to show you how bad 2022 has been for Jerry Jones. Alexandra Davis, who lives in Washington, D.C., filed her lawsuit against Jones. It says Jones courted her mother, Cynthia Spencer, when she was working at an American Airlines ticket counter. What kind of game does he have? Wow. Other than having a lot of money. Ugh. I can't think of anything creepier than Jerry Jones hitting on you at the ticket counter. Can you? Except a bar. Oh, she was estranged from her husband at the time. Alexandra Davis, quote, this is the lawsuit. I got a problem with this lawsuit. I'm sorry. Jerry may be all the things you want to say, and I'm sorry this woman's life was without a father, but you're in your 20s now. What's this? What is this? Alexandra Davis has, quote, lived her life fatherless and in secret and in fear that she should tell anyone who her father was, she and her mother would lose financial support or worse. What do you mean or worse? Is he going to kill you? Is that what you're saying? I'm not denying that it happened. Ugh. All right. Ugh. I'm not denying that he paid her off and mom took the money and he disappeared and they had a deal. Said never, never, never. Yeah, I know. You're watching the Cowboys lose again. And I know that guy on the sidelines. I know. Gosh, I hope she doesn't look like him. I know. That's dad. But shut up about it. I get it. It's awkward. It's terrible. It's uncomfortable. It's life sucks. But is it worth it in your 20s now? Is it worth getting paid again? Why don't you be mad at your mom? She took the money. Here's the lawsuit. Plaintiff has had to endure the endless public profiles of her father and siblings, true, while forced to remain secret to everyone, including her closest confidants. He has 3 kids, by the way. The combined effects of the aforementioned agreements and Cynthia's divorce proceedings resulted in plaintiff never having a legal father. To add incredible insult to injury, plaintiff has had to spend her entire life hiding and concealing who her real father is. Defendant Jones' only role in plaintiff's life to date, other than shun her, has been to coerce her from ever disclosing his identity. Yeah. Yes. I mean, but what's it worth? And by the way, how are you going to get money out of him now? I mean, his only concern is, like every other owner, is just to pay you to shut up. Well, you're not shutting up. So what's he going to pay now? Can you go back and get child support for 22 years? He paid you. He paid mom. I'm sorry. It goes on. This ambulance chaser is not missing a beat here. Faced with the literal existence of plaintiff and the public and personal ramifications that result therefrom, Defendant Jones, forever the deal-making entrepreneur that he is, decided to do what he always does: make a deal to assure that he would not be publicly or privately identified and or declared as plaintiff's father. Defendant Jones, with the help of lawyers, knowing that Cynthia was now a single mother with a very young child and an uncertain financial future at best, set out to negotiate a settlement that would exchange money for silence. The hush money payment and the hush money terms, including $375,000 paid to Davis Spencer. All right. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you think she deserves. I don't know what, there's the legal part of this, the civil part of this. I mean, do you think now that she says life sucks, I've had to sit there and watch these Cowboys games and watch my dad, my loving dad, on the sidelines coaching that team, running that team. And the entire time, I just wanted to say, Dad, it's me. Dad. Dad. She's like Grogu. Right? Dad. Then there's Jerry up there with his face cracking. I'm telling you, the reason why he's not at the combine is this year. I mean, losing at home to the 49ers was bad enough. Oh, I don't know. The upskirt video is pretty bad. And now, Grogu. Dad. The man's head is going to shatter.
Thanks for listening. You can find more episodes and all of our other Hot Pie Media originals baked fresh daily at our home online at hotpiemedia.com, the Hot Pie Media YouTube channel, or wherever you listen to podcasts.